It's the Norte Show, Capital XTRA with me, Manny Norte, the name you can trust. It's a special show right here with a very special guest, hailing from Baltimore.
You did.
Maryland.
For sure.
Is that correct?
Very correct, my boy.
One of the finest voices we have in the genre we call R&B.
Yes.
Mario's in the building.
Mario. We here, baby.
The signature never goes.
Man, it can't. I had to bring it back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know?
Welcome back to the UK.
Thank you, brother.
Welcome back to this show for the first time.
Yes.
First time linking properly, you know?
Man, you're a legend, though.
Oh,
I
appreciate
You've been
you.
doing this for a while.
I appreciate
I'm sure we crossed paths. I didn't walk into a club and heard you doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? Didn't know you was behind the ones and twos. But, you know, you doing it all, man.
Appreciate
That's what's
you.
up.
Really appreciate you. Now,
sure.
2025, you're here. You're back.
Yeah.
Booked and busy.
Been busy, man, for
You've
sure.
been busy,
because
bro.
of the fans, man. What can I say? They
Like,
showing up to the shows. They had the tour. The Glad You Came tour. It's lit.
How do you feel right now?
Man, I feel inspired, bro. I feel inspired as a businessman, as an artist, as a creative. You know, the power of intellectual property and music and creating things that has staying power. Focusing on timelessness, but also understanding the times that we're in. All of it, you know?
Right.
Just trying to use my full self to secure my future, you know, creatively.
Sure.
There's a lot of things I'm doing outside of music. I feel amazing.
You were signed, correct me if I'm wrong, you were signed at like 14?
Yeah.
How are you handling and balancing school?
I left school when I was 15 and
Wow.
I was, like tutoring, bro. Like literally had a tutor on the road.
So signed at 14. Now, by the time you were like 16, 17, 18, you had smashes. Like everything's ringing off differently.
Yes.
You're exposed to so much. You see so much at such a young age. Maybe too much. How'd you handle that balance?
Well, I'd seen a lot before I was an artist, man. I grew up in Baltimore. You know, I grew up around sex, drugs, and rock and roll for real.
Okay.
Like for real,
Like for real.
Like by the time I started in the industry, it was more getting used to just seeing different people and having to entertain outside of just music, like, you know, be social and that type of thing. I had to learn that.
Right.
I wasn't really that social when I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
As a teenager, I
Okay,
wasn't
introvert.
social. I was very introverted. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I had to build that to understand, like, yo, if you want to be successful, you have to build relationships. You got to be, you know, cordial, and you got to learn how to move in it. Taking everything year by year, you know, growing through it and learning who I am outside of the music was more important. People are not necessarily going to know you on a day-to-day basis, right? So you have to know yourself. You got to be very in tune with who you are, what you want out of life, you know, besides just being the artist, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can get lost in that, because if somebody can tamper with your legacy in terms of what's out there, but you personally, that can be your own world.
Got it.
You know what I mean?
And also, you are literally a teen sensation. and a lot of it goes stage left.
Yeah.
What kept you grounded?
My spirituality.
Right.
I grew up Christian. I practiced Islam for 4 years, from 13 to like, 7? No, actually from like 15 to 20 almost.
Okay.
And then I studied world religion after that for a little bit. And then after that, I became a mystic, and I've been a mystic ever since. So I study existence itself. I don't really focus just on religion or, you know, belief systems that I grew up with.
Okay.
I try to unlearn and relearn everything.
Now, what made Mario think, okay, I can do this as an artist? Because you were signed so young.
I grew up singing in church.
Yeah.
I grew up singing in my mother's living room. You know, she was very supportive of that by just keeping musical instruments around me. She played piano herself, so it was always music and always inspiration and real music around me. My grandmother played Marvin Gaye, James Brown, and Nat King Cole and gospel music. My mother played Tupac and Boyz II Men and Joe and R. Kelly and Usher and all the good stuff. So
Sick.
I think doing talent shows early on, just like really being used to just the passion of singing. So by the time I became an artist, then I had to learn the business. Right?
Well, I mean, you was young. You didn't know the business when you was that young, surely.
No, that's why I had to learn it.
You had to learn.
I
Okay.
had to learn the business. The other singing was easy for me. Learning the business and understanding how to be an artist was what I had to learn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear that.
Just passion for it, bro. I think passion and, you know, deciding to take it serious.
Yeah, I hear that. Now, you've got some, like, timeless classics, like, that's made you, like, see the world back and forth for many, many years.
Yeah.
Like, How Do I Breathe? That's one of my favorites.
Okay. Fire.
Braid My Hair.
Yes.
Big song over here.
Authenticity.
Yes.
Authenticity.
Just
sure.
a Friend.
And it's crazy because that was actually Usher's single.
Oh, wow.
They went with another single. So we ended up.
Oh.
Yeah. I think that they just went with a different record because they felt like it was like not mature enough. You would have to ask him that, but you know, I feel like that record landed with me because it was meant for me, literally.
Right.
You know, just in terms of the storyline, my age, I felt like I was the boy next door. Like that whole album was very much so about young love.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
of course.
it was like a perfect first single.
Love that.
Yeah.
What was the first time it really, really rang off and just flew?
It's interesting because it really depends on who you ask. You know, some people, like, for my first album, some fans really dived into it. So the records like 2 Train, the records like Never, for my first album, still fan favorites, right? Yeah. But that's like the beauty of it because you want those fans. You want those moments too.
Yeah, true.
Outside of just the classics, right?
True.
So,
and they've got their favorites as well.
yeah.
So at 15.
Yeah.
At 15, bro.
Yeah, bro. Life is crazy.
How, bro?
I mean, you
So
know,
even the attention from the females, how?
random. Like I'm super, like even my type, I don't even have a type, bro.
Oh, really?
So it was like, as a yeah, I would just like random. And then there was a lot of older women at that time that was, you know.
You fall in love quick?
I wouldn't say I fall in love quick, but I get attached quick.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's interesting. Ladies, you listening?
Yeah, I get attached quick, and then the love comes later.
That's more or less
That's
the same
usually
thing.
what happens. I like the vibe,
Right.
conversation, the aesthetic of a woman first.
Right.
Then I start to get to know her. Then that comes later.
I got it.
Yeah,
I got it. Now, talking of Usher, I saw him giving you your love, your flowers at one of his shows, and you were there.
Oh, at the in Vegas.
I was in Vegas.
He didn't give me the mic. He didn't give me the mic.
Oh, you wanted the mic to sing?
He walked on the other side of the room.
Oh,
You feel that love? I was like,
oh, you
"Where the
wanted to
mic at?"
sing?
I mean, everybody's saying when they come on there.
Yeah, but
It's like me.
Yeah, but yeah. Oh.
Nah, it was cool. It was cool.
Now, but the thing is, to hear everyone singing
that's
is
the GOAT,
nice.
man. That's my guy.
Yeah, to hear everyone sing.
Yeah, I was ready for it. I was excited.
Yeah.
He'd go. I mean, listen. I studied. Like I used to watch his performances when I was a kid. Like
Sick.
just, watching his like shows and
Sick.
how he did his choreography, everything. So
Yeah.
Goat, man. Definitely goat.
Now, in your downtime, what you doing, bro?
Man, I have 3 dogs, man.
3 dogs. Your dog died.
Like 40 plants at home. Man.
Wow. What dogs have you got?
I got a Presa Canario.
Okay,
He's
I
like
don't know what
a
the hell that
year,
is.
Like 115 pounds already. He's a big boy. Got 2 pit bulls. And my
Whoa.
girl has a cat.
You go. Oh my God. Wait, are you one of
So
those
big.
dogs? This is a very serious question.
Yeah.
When you're walking your dogs, do they have a muzzle on?
Nah.
Why, bro?
Because
Don't do that.
I don't need a muzzle.
You
on
need
my
a
dog.
muzzle, bro, because I don't like dogs like that. If they don't know me.
Why you coming close then?
No, but the dogs coming close to me.
Why would they come close? They on a leash.
No, bro, we don't like them.
One of my pet peeves is people who don't have leash on their dogs.
Right.
Asking me if my dog is nice. But yeah, my dogs are generally cool. They're smart. They're not nice. They're smart.
Okay,
They're not just going to attack somebody. Just attack them. Like,
Okay,
they're
fair.
not,
But
like,
then we might show fear and then they might come for us. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's not.
Oh.
I don't think that's true. I think that's like an old. That's like when they be like, "Don't let the broom touch his feet. You gotta spit on it."
Nah,
Like,
but you're a dog man.
like-
People that don't like dogs.
you got attacked by a pit before?
Nah.
Where you getting this from?
Chill, relax, bro. It's coming back to me.
I mean, I think dogs is how you raise them, how you train them, and then yes, some dogs just got that demon in them for sure.
True.
But I don't think they're all the same.
Okay.
Yeah, they
Now-
cool though.
Now, talking of animals, this is a very important question as well. And the future of our working relationship might depend on it. On your answer, 100 men versus
100
one gorilla. Who you got?
Now, are these men? Is it just bare hands?
Bare hands.
100 men, bro.
Bro, I don't know,
What kind of men are we talking about?
Strong men.
All right, 100 men.
Really?
Yes, 1,000%.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
What do you mean? Do you know how strong a gorilla is, bro?
Are you thinking like 100 men that don't know how to fight?
100 men that know how to fight.
Yes.
Okay.
If you strategically attack it the right way, you could take down one gorilla, 1,000%.
Nah.
You would never.
Nah,
be a part
I would never want to come
would
to yours.
Never be a part of my army.
You call me to go to your war. I'm not picking up your call, bro.
You would never be a part. Because you can't think like that.
Are you going first?
I'm the captain. Why would I go first? This is not a ship. This is a backroom. This is a backroom, and I will not. I'm not going first. So I gotta. I'm the brain behind the operation.
Yeah, the brain. Okay.
I'm here to make sure everybody, at least 70 of y'all gotta go home. At least 70.
Last words for your fans.
I love y'all, man. Thank y'all for showing up for the shows. Thank y'all for all the gifts. Thank you for supporting me for all these years.
Yes.
Just being a part of my journey. You guys are rock stars. You guys are all new citizens. And I can't wait to share more music and more of my story and just the journey with y'all. Thank you.
The R&B Emperor.
Yes, sir.
Long may it live.
Mario.